Hi guys, I'm Jenna, I'm the Dark One, and welcome to today's video. Today we have the very first writing episode for my channel, and I'm so excited to finally be doing this. I've been trying to do this for ages. However, the reason I would also like to point out that this wasn't last week's video, and why last week there was no video, that it was just non-existent, is because I have bronchitis. So if at some point in this video my voice gets really shit, just know that that's why. And I apologize for my like 50-year-old smoker voice that's just gonna appear at random. I'm really excited to finally be talking about it. I know I feel like I talk about it all the time on the channel, but basically I want to talk to you guys about hashtag Speeby book, which is my current work in progress that I've been writing for about a year now. But before I get into the updates, what I'm doing, how these writing episodes are gonna go, I want to tell you a little bit about it in case you're new here. Basically, Speeby book is a YA sci-fi space adventure about a young woman with extraordinary abilities named Soraya Larson, who was offered a position as an indentured operative to the Galactic Council due to her war crimes. But let's get into how I've been doing, other details that you might want to know. But basically I'm doing writing episodes instead of the very popular AuthorTube Manuscript Mondays that's been going around for a while, because I make videos on Fridays. Doing it every Monday is kind of, I feel like it'd just be repetitive. I'd be like, I wrote 1,000 words, now I deleted 1,000 words. Like, it would just be really repetitive. So these are just gonna be whenever I have an update, whenever I reach a milestone, these will appear. It'll probably be every other month to maybe every 3 months, depending on how long it takes me to get this novel done. And it's a big book, guys. Trust me, it's a big book. But I would first like to actually give out the first word count that I've actually done for this, because I've been really vague with my word count so far, because I actually kind of felt bad about it for a while, because I've been working on this novel for like almost exactly a year. I felt like I should be farther along in it, but I'm a very slow drafter. And in fact, the only reason I've gotten this far is because I got so tired of not having already written that I just fast drafted it, and so much needs to be edited, but we will get to that in a little bit. But first, the word count announcement. Oh my god. So, you guys ready for it? I don't think you guys are ready for this. I don't think you guys, but look! That's the word count. It's 51,486 as of today. So yeah, my last milestone was 50k, which is like a whole NaNoWriMo that's taken me a year to write, which is why I kind of felt bad about it. And if you guys are like, but Jenna, I thought you won NaNoWriMo. I did, but it was spread across multiple projects, schoolwork and stuff, and that's how I won it, so it was kind of a little bit cheating, but like, whatever. But a lot of those words did come during NaNoWriMo, just a lot more came afterwards, actually, strangely enough. I reached 51k. 51k. That's like nothing in the span of the actual book though, because I've estimated, given where I am in the story, that it's gonna be probably around 150,000. So like 100,000 more after this, so it'll probably take me like 2 more years to do the first draft. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My goal is to finish it by May, so I have at least the first draft done by the time I'm out of college, and then when I'm working I can also be manuscripts doing, which I'm going to be job hunting at the end of this month, so wish me luck on that. But I reached 50k. I'm finally to the point in the story where I've actually already thought of everything, because before it was a lot of like punching through stuff, and I skipped a lot of scenes that I knew what had to happen, but I just wasn't in the mood to write it. I wasn't in the right mind space. A lot of that has to be changed. A lot of it has to be rewritten. I think after this point, most of it won't have to be rewritten, and I'll be doing a little bit slower of drafting, but still really pushing through to just get the first draft done. Like, as soon as I know exactly how the story structure needs to go, what needs to be revealed at certain times. Like, I plotted a lot of it, but through the act of writing I realized some of the things didn't work, plot's just not working sometimes, but I'm still writing it anyways, figuring out things as I go. Like some things that should be mentioned in like chapter 1 are barely mentioned in like chapter like 10, and it's currently in 16 chapters, so that tells you how much there. It's about, like, the chapters are big. The chapters are like 15-ish pages, and it's before I beef it up, mind you. Before I beef it up with like all the beautiful prose and like inner thoughts and stuff, because fast drafting for me, just making all of that is not there. It's just like, they did this, they did this, they did this, they felt like this sometimes. Sometimes, like, that's not how the very, like, first 10,000 words of the book are. because first 10,000 words I was drafting it very, very slowly. But I'm entering the third part of my story. I have 1 chapter left to go, and then I'm in the 3rd act. And my story has 4 acts, so there's still 1 more after that. But the 4th one I think is going to be a shorter act than I thought originally. But yeah, I take forever to draft because like my prose, they're really high maintenance and they have needs, damn it. They have needs. I also realized I had way too many characters, so I've already cut out like 4 or 5 characters, and I think a couple of them I mentioned here, but I think they're going to be moved to the 2nd book, or they might just be removed altogether. I don't know. Other things I can tell you. This is meant, like, the book's kind of meant, like, in my head, there's, like, enough material for at least 3 books, so I'm thinking it'll probably be, like, a lot longer of a series. But it can end at 1 book, though I'd really not want it to end at 1 book, of course. But, I know it's harder to submit, like, series to, publishers and agents and stuff, but, I'd really just let me have the series. Let me have the series, sirs. But yes, in case you were wondering, I am hoping to publish the absolute shit out of it because there's just so many ideas. There's so many things I can do marketing-wise that just make me happy. There's just so much important stuff that I feel like is so relevant. I don't know. There's like sometimes when I'm writing like a book, you know, and I'm like, okay, this is fun to write, this is whatever, but it doesn't feel like this is something I would publish, you know, and I'm still just doing it because it's fun. But then there's other times when I'm like, oh no, I really like this story, I really wish I could publish it. And then there's other times where I'm like, I already worked so hard on it, so I better finish it. But this one's like, no, I feel like this is the book I'm supposed to be writing at this exact moment. It's supposed to be published exactly when it's ready to be published sooner rather than later. And it's just meant to be in the world soon. It's just gonna do things, you know? Like, I don't know. It's already done so much for me in my writing and in me changing the way I write things that like I'm like, other people need to see what this is. Okay. I don't know why. But I just feel like this is the time this novel needs to get written. With everything that's happening in the world, this is the time. Okay, but feel free to ask me questions about my manuscript, about my writing process, anything you're wondering, like what socks am I wearing? I'm not wearing socks though, in case you were wondering that. But ask them down below, or ask me on Twitter at Jenna the Dark One, and use the hashtag SpeebyBook, and to ask me some questions, and I will find you and I will answer the questions in the next writing episode. The next part I'm kind of stealing from Christine's over at Poland Bananas Books, where she shares a song from her writing playlist, but my writing playlist is so good, I just knew I had to share it with you because I'm so passionate about music. I'm like, I can't hold back from sharing some of the things that inspire me about the story, but I'm gonna change it up so I'm not like completely, you know, like stealing her stuffs, you know, and I'm actually gonna give you context to why the song is in my playlist, what it reminds me of, that kind of stuff, and no spoilers. You don't try looking for any. I see what you're trying to do. Anyways, and today's song is That's My Girl by Fifth Harmony. Because, oh my god, it's such a girl power song. And one of the reasons I love this story so much is because the women are so powerful and so independent and supportive of themselves and each other, may I add. Girl hate, just no. And man, that's like so damn important, especially with everything that's happening. Especially with like Lily Singh's Girl Love thing. Just inspired me so much to actually write a freaking book where like not all the girls are hating on each other, because I've honestly done that before, and before I realized that was like probably not a good thing, which it isn't. But yeah, like even I've written like girl hate stuff. I used to be very hateful to other girls and stuff, so it's very like a transformative like thing for me to be writing something where like all the girls are supporting each other, and it warms my heart. It just gets me right in the feels. Like one of my favorite things to write usually about books is like the lovey-dovey romances, you know, those are always the best. But no, for this one, like so much of it is just the girl love that happens and like the supportiveness, and I love their friendships. It gets me, okay? I'm my own biggest fangirl right now, okay? Until I get my own fangirl, which one day. I don't know, I'm really weird. That's the bronchitis. Okay, that means we should probably wrap this up soon. Okay. Mind the awkward white girl dancing though. What'd I tell you about mine in the white girl dancing, okay? I can't dance, but I'm trying to be excited. I tried, guys! I really tried! But anyways. See, look, I'm dying for you guys. You might as well hit subscribe or stay this long, right? But my Pinterest is linked down below, and if you want to get into the minds of my characters, there are aesthetic boards for them there, and you'll see more of the characters, you'll really get into their heads, etc, etc. You should do it. And you should also hit subscribe, because I make writing and comedy related videos every Friday. Please hit the thumbs up if you did like this video, and comment your questions down below, because I need new material, because I don't know what else to talk about with this that is not huge spoilers. Just give me minor spoilers, you know, not like, what's the plot of your novel? That's a little too far. Okay, that's a little too far. This is too personal. TMI, TMI. I'm gonna go.